Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Formula 1 24 Mark Driver Career, and today we are heading over to Mexico City Grand Prix. So, if you've not watched the last episode, go back and watch the last episode, but you don't really want to watch it because it was a very what's the word for it, like big race for me, because I pulled up probably one of the biggest 100% gamble and undercut on Matt Lando and Hamilton. I don't know how I've done it, but I managed to undercut on them and I've taken the lead. And then we don't watch what happened in the rest of it because it was crazy. Everything was getting like chaotic. You don't watch that. I'm not going to say anything more about it. You're going to go back and watch it. And also, I hope you guys have been doing amazing. You know, keep your chin up to put it in life and look after yourself as well. So, obviously, we now head into Mexico Grand Prix. We now 4 races left. This is the 4th last race, and then we do the Brazil, Las Vegas, and Abu Dhabi. So, with the Lando Norris situation on his championship time, getting a little bit closer, it's about 84, 83 points behind, so it's getting closer, but Lando needs to finish better than Max Verstappen in the next 4 races, and he needs the Piastri to join in and defend against Matt, making sure he doesn't short as much points as they need to keep himself leading in the championship. So obviously, this race in Mexico could be the end of championship fights between Lando and Max Verstappen. It could happen, we won't know. And also, we've got aerodynamic adaptation starting now from last episode. So 147, yeah, not gonna be enough. We can get 2. So we pretty much gonna do that after practice. If I've done a good job in practice, of course, then I will be able to get both of them. And then when we focus on track the powertrain and the ability, so we should go ahead to get myself ready for the practice section. There's not much done, there's not much needs to be done at the moment. The only thing needs to be done is the aerial adaptation, that's it. So I'm going to go ahead to the practice section, and I'll see you in qualifying. I've just finished my qualifying, and now I just see I'm in aerodynamic, about to put in the adaptation part, and it's 1 lap now. I think Albon's done another one already, so which one was it? That one. Albon put that one in. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this now. So 272, and we haven't got that one. Oh, can I cancel? No, I can't. Too late now. That's fun. But yeah, we need to put that one in, and that'll be it. And that won't even come in until Brazil. So theoretically, I'll only be able to put what to call it, redo it at Brazil, and it will come in probably after Las Vegas. I think I'm not quite sure how long it will be, but I think done. But yes, perfect. So anything I need to check? No, not quite. Everything is fine in this. I'll change it all up. But this one is now starting to go away. So I might have to put the new one in, maybe in Brazil. Because obviously you put me in the penalty. I think they only apply in race on Sunday. So in the spring, I want to take the advantage of finishing in a good point. In a good place and everything, but obviously Brazil is, for me, it's my Monday shoot of a track. So in the practice section, love it. It went really well. I actually got P1 on soft tyre and then put down the P3, so not too shabby. So I'm excited to see what I can do around here. So here's the stat top. It's very similar anyway, no changes to be done, but I felt really comfortable with it. So I'm going to go ahead, do my first run and see if I can do a good time. not bad. Qualifier won the first one. Stuart finished P5, up to P7. So Lando P1, Max P2, Otto P3. So remember what I said about Otto, that he needs to be ahead of Max Verstappen from now to the end if he wants to help Lando to win his first championship. George should overtook me with Albon. Albon had to put everything into shit and he's 50. Not do it for Albon, not do it for Albon. But I'm going to do it again, do second one on the same tyre, because I'm annoyed and I'm likely to stay up there, so I'm going to put power now. Yep, it's on the same tyre, so put power now and see what I can do to my second one.
Three minutes to go.
That was a bit of a bad one. We night. So let's hope we stay in 2-2 placement. Come on, please. Yes, P11. Fantastic work. Absolutely fantastic work. Albon, P18. West. What happened, Albon? What happened, mate?
Right, we're right on the cusp now. We've been pushed down to P11.
Well, that was a solid one. I was 900 of a Verstappen of Fernando Alonso, who was in P1, now up to P2, P3. I think my Biota is not the dual, because obviously these two guys to overtake me. I don't think Ferrari should do anything. Alpine, Haas, maybe small cars do anything. So my Biota to stay out, so I'm not going to look. Hopefully I made it to 2 day. Come on. Get in. To see barely improve any time, well, barely put any good time in. 1 minute 15 compared to Matt, who's just smashed it with 1 minute 14.933. Lando all the way down here, along with Piastri.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
We only just beat Lando, no, that I am struggling beyond stop for some reason. I don't know what happened. 2-1-2 finished quite hard, but these teams did everything. So P8 for me, but love the P10 though. We got both McLaren.
Qualifying wraps up now. We have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
The Master P1 Lando is not where he wants to be. That's not good for Lando. Definitely not good for Lando.
Back in the 60s, Mexico City would host the season-ending race, a party of motor racing. Well, we might not host the finale now, but Mexico hosts a party nonetheless. So welcome to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez for the Mexico City Grand Prix. The Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, 2.6 miles of track that allows drivers to take full advantage of their cars, reaching speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour and providing lots of opportunities for overtaking. The circuit features 17 corners, 10 to the right and the remaining 7 going to the left. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Norris, Gasly, Stroll, Daniel, Leclerc, Verstappen, Ocon, Sainz, Magnussen, Hülkenberg, Joe, Tsunoda, Albon, Oscar Piastri, Ricciardo, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Now, sadly, things didn't work out for them last time. It was a bad race. Question is, though, can they recover today?
Yes, they can, Crofty. You've got to put it behind you. Whatever happened last time, I was always told as a driver, park it, forget about it. Obviously, feel the pain when it happens, but then you can't dwell on it and carry that through to the next race. So put it behind you and just crack on with this race coming your way now.
Right, let's see if we can push for another points finish in this race. Good luck.
Get ready to crack on to the Mexico Grand Prix. As you see, the starting sheet we started is doing one stop medium to hard tyre, but there's a chance I can do 2 stop, depending how today the race go. But obviously it's really hot around here and there's no stop tyre. Even a stint at this point, and I've renewed it all in qualifying, and I knew I would have renewed it for the race, even if it's very close to the end. And there's a race without it that I would prefer to run a medium tyre, but it can root hole, but temperature or a hard tyre, depending on how it goes. So obviously we all know, getting ready to line up to the race. I'm starting in the pre-group play, had a group qualifier 1 and 2, but in 2 it was like I couldn't even improve at all. I was actually P10, but I moved up 2 places, got 2 cars, I think had the penalty. So that made me move up to P8, which is good, and now getting ready for 5, and away we go. With George Russell started from pole, had the good start, Pounder, Lusler had the bad start, Land slow. He moved up a good play, Leclerc is actually going to start moving up as well. Pounder fouled out to P5, George and Alonso are fighting against each other for the lead. The hat we are rushing on board with. That just saw Max Verstappen, who had an incident during the first turn, had a contact, but I don't know how bad the damage Max got, and I'm not sure about another Haas driver who got bad damage. I dived out on the inside, didn't even mean to do it, I messed up on my braking, but then got the medium tyre braking as it then kicked in, and that obviously helped me to hold to the tyre surface onto the track, and I managed to stay clear ahead of Powder, moved up to P5, which is good, but it doesn't look like I locked down too much, but it's when into turn 1, I actually moved a little bit more, because of the incident that had happened, they were swashed up ahead of me, apart from Matt, who was behind. That obviously helped me to move my place up to P6, and then overtaking Chakar for P5, but that's his home race, and Sergio needs to do something good for his Mexican fan, so he might want to try to go for the win. He's not that far away from that, but we don't know what the pace he got. He's been slopping all season long. He had to put himself in a good place for the win, anything like that. We got Albon, who made the move on Kevin Magnussen, and he overtaken him, and he's still moving towards the third turn. Magnussen did a try and made a move, like try to defend, but he can't seem to do it. Albon had done a good defense on Kevin Magnussen to speed him out, and he would not be able to get him to turn it in, to get the slingshot now on Albon, and I think the hard afterthought damage, but it does seem a bit slow on the straight, if I'm honest with you. We've got Alonso in lap 3 who made a move on George Russell. Can they keep it clean? Yes, they can, because Alonso got way ahead of George Russell with his DRS. He now get another DRS again, and he's going to try and run away from it to George Russell. Lando Norris, who's obviously needs to win or stay in the podium spot, make sure he stays ahead of Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen is now to, I think it's P10 or something like that, so he obviously needs to start making a point that if he wants to make sure he beat Lando needs to win if he wants to smash it out of the park against Matt. And now in lap 5, I start slogging a little bit. Power, they take advantage of that, going for the inside move and overtaking me. I was slogging a little bit. Don't know what happened. I think he's probably ended up because my tyre started to get uncomfortable. It's only in lap 5. How did it get uncomfortable? Trying to let it leave my pop up, and there's the reason it got the, I think he caught internal target. So the inside of the tyre it's getting really hot, and it caused you a bit more of a difficulty to be able to turn and brake in at the right time. That must be the reason why I actually started slogging a little bit, I believe. George Alonso still going at it, and George got his play in P1. Alonso had to stay behind him, and I think he doesn't have a deal that so Lando Norris is now going to make an attack on Alonso for P2, but Norris didn't have to keep it clean to can't afford any damage whatsoever, but he knocked it back to Alonso, who done a good lap. I stick on the taller and I stayed ahead of Lando Norris. I got an objective that I had to overtake Lewis Hamilton, but did I not know that Power is ahead of me? So how can I overtake Hamilton? Well, I had to deal with Sergio Power, have no clue, but unfortunately I started to struggle a little bit more down to the internal target. I started to feel a little more of the snap onto my back end, so I decided to dump it, go for the pit very early. It's like 10 laps early that I'm supposed to pit. That's how bad it was. Even though the wear is actually good, but I just struggled so badly. So I thought, you know what, I'm just putting a hard tyre on and try to see if I can get to the end. But because the internal target, that to actually prevent me from going to the end, I have no idea how to protect it. But I think that to try to avoid dirty air, that might be the reason. I'm not quite sure. I can try to train myself to the memory of those kinds of things. But in lap 7, I actually caught up to Tavi Magnussen, and it's going absolutely slow. He is looking like he got bad damage. So I think that damage came from Max Verstappen, where he had that incident with him, and I got in a steady track limit this morning. Didn't feel like I deserved that, but whatever, I would say fine. Overtook Magnussen very easily ahead of them, the lap ahead, which is lap 8. We got George Russell, who got overtook by Fernando Alonso, and he definitely needed to try and make the progress from that. And obviously, top of toilet later, Lando Norris is now out the front with mechanical failure with the massive puff of smoke. He's out, but the consequences of that, he held up Hamilton, so Hamilton can't move any further up. So that's unfortunate for Lewis Hamilton, Sergio Perez, but it's a bit unfortunate for Lando Norris. I don't know where Max Verstappen is, but it's Max Verstappen quite high up. He can actually end up beating Lando Norris for the championship and make it impossible for him to catch him up. Because obviously, at this point, it's done. And that's what you see in the end of the night where Max to the finish. But Lando is out of the way, and we've got Hamilton who's fighting with Sergio Perez, and they are nothing about a couple of seconds behind of George Russell, so they're not that far from that problem that Lando had, where he held up these lot. Matt now made an appointment on Ocon, who's like rival battle, go tarty day, overtook him really nicely up to P9. He's now going to be chasing down Pierre Gasly, his former Red Bull teammate, and I got a penalty for exceeding the track limit. And I don't understand, it's literally almost impossible for me to control the car, staying within inside the track, and I can't seem to do it. We caught up to Daniel Ricciardo in lap 13, that I made a move on him on the inside by quite late, but I felt confident to, obviously the tyre, internal tyres, it didn't causing problem for me as much as they want for the medium tyre. Caught up to Nuto Tonona in that next lap and overtook him really nicely to keep it clean of course, but Nuto tried to make a launch forward to the twat, make it stick to it, and I overtook him very easily. And I'm just chasing down without the bot that. Now in lap 2 13, Fernando Alonso has joined in the pit. George Russell has taken the lead of the Mexico Grand Prix. Hamilton joining the pit. So now Hamilton is actually not that far behind, so he can make a good progress on, half to the field ahead. But he got a slow stop and is getting held up by the Ferrari and is now backed out. His stop is probably longer than what he wanted. It might actually be about 7 seconds in the pit, and that's not how he wanted to go. So he had to make up for it, but it wasn't his fault. It was a pit lead for maybe made it about 2 and Watson. But obviously now I moved up to P11, so I'm starting to make a good progress, and I'm reckon I can make it to the end. But for me to get to the end, I need to look after my tyre so I can get to the end. So I'm not sure how much I can do it. So I'm technically editing the tyre where it started up there, but internal tyres isn't showing any sight of it. So I'm hoping I should be safe from it, and I'm happy to actually drive around with no lip whatsoever. But that don't be a problem when I go into sector 2, but it's of the fast twisting bit, so I need to try and figure out what I should do that from that point. Behind that we got Snow, who's following Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz looking to join in, and that makes it a sandwich between Ferrari and the middle is Lance Stroll. So Carlos Sainz obviously want to overtake Lance Stroll and make them good a partner, and maybe want to beat those teammates who want to make sure he stays ahead. But don't forget, on paper, Ferrari is bad. We got one of the Alpine starters who slowed down and had to pop the smoke mechanical failure for sure, and that is Esteban Ocon. So 2 DNF for mechanical failure, and that is rough for Esteban Ocon and Lando Norris. So they both are out of the race, and it's just unfortunate for sure, but that's just where you go. You've got to talk about with your team what is the problem. But for me and Albon, who hadn't really been struggling all season long with the ability, and I think Albon had mechanical issue before, but for me it had no issue as she had a massive snap and went off the track, and that allowed Hamilton to take the advantage and overtake me. I do not know how to cope that issue, and I start to feel like, is it me or is the car that's just having a problem? I have no clue. So Matt overtook me for P5, and I started making a good progress on taking a massive lead in the championship in lap 23. We got Sergio Perez, who got in from P8 to start falling down the order, and is putting on, I think, maybe medium tyre. A tyre is really did it absolutely darting there, and I think he put on a hard tyre. So Perez is seems like he's struggling with the internal tyres, but it's him and me that picks for it, but everybody else hasn't, and I start to struggle more now. In lap 24, I can't keep it slow, so I was like, I got to think about pitting for sure, putting a medium tyre on, because that's the only one that can actually withhold the problem that I've been dealing with. But the internal tyres is the pain in the ad to go through, so I was going into the pit. I put on a medium tyre, and hopefully that will pay off to the end. If I'm lucky about a stately car or Fiesta or less for that would not be good for me because I got nothing else to replace for those, and I'm now going to the pit, but my pit could even take the tyre out of my front left, and that will ultimately make me lose time. That's 4.5 in the pit, so that's not good. So I'm going to chat with them about it, seeing why they've messed it up. But it wouldn't matter too much because I will probably finish the hiding point anyway, because of these comparatively, and I'm making 2 stops instead of sticking to 1 stop. But I had to sacrifice that 1 stop, turn that into 2 stops, because I knew I couldn't keep on going, and I was constant struggle, and I can't deal with that. So I started making a move on down on the car, that was the other but he managed to stay ahead of me despite me deploying everything I got in my machine. And I now going to try make an attempt on 2-stop on Nuti Tanona, and Daniel overtook him, and I now overtook Nuti Tanona, and obviously good move from both of us to Daniel. We all know that is very good move, and we're going to be talked about that later on, and I'm now going to make a move on him again, going for the inside line, but unfortunately I hit the back of him. I don't know why, that I bang into him. It looks like he slowed down a bit too much, but it could be me that doing it too fast. So there's a bit of a debate that I got going on in my own head, but that means I got fun wind damage. So it's like, do I pit? But I got nothing to pit for. Stop tyre is loose, so I can't put that one on. So it's like, you know what, so to the end, I got nothing to lose for that one anyway. But I'm a P16, so I can actually maybe start doing something good. Despite having fun wind damage, I still managed to stay close to Daniel Ricciardo, and I know Daniel Ricciardo wasn't back thinking, why is it hitting the back of me? We're supposed to be, you know, working together, so our name is Daniel, but I was like, I don't care, I want to get ahead of you, and I want to show I am the better Daniel compared to Daniel Ricciardo, and I now made a move on the outside, going for the overtake, smashed it with a beautiful power on that medium car. Now caught up to Valtteri Bottas in lap 28, and I'm going to make a move on this stall bar, and we got Jones and Nico Hulkenberg, who fighting against each other, slowed them right up to me, which is good. Now I'm going to get the DRS, obviously get one DRS detection point for 2 DRS, so hopefully I can overtake them, but we're on board with Sergio Perez, who's fighting with Alexander Albon, and Leclerc is behind them. Albon unfortunately lost his plane to Perez, and Perez is now moved up, and Albon moved down, but he's got Leclerc to deal with, so I don't know how he's going to deal with that. And now we obviously try to make a move on Joe, but around this area where I struggle a lot, had to try to keep it clean, and looks like I managed to do that somehow with the broken wing compared to no broken wing, and I think that's because I had more down forward and right turn, and made a good overtake on Joe. Beautiful move on the outside, he actually moved to the inside, and I tucked the truck on the outside, very nice. And now I'm going to try and catch Nico Hulkenberg going into lap 29. We'll be getting the yellow, so hopefully the power on the William will make me breeze by Nico Hulkenberg, and hopefully it'll be clean when I get to the third turn. No hit, nothing like that. Try to find out which spot to make a move. I went for the inside line, very nice, like braking and everything. Nico is behind, and now in lap 32 I caught up to Pierre Gasly for P11, so the point isn't that far away. The Piastri got that, so I need to catch up for that to happen. I need to overtake Gasly and catch Piastri, but for this one I nearly messed up on my braking point. I actually thought I was going to go in the back of him, well, side of him, but then he just moved out of the way because I think he knew that I was going to make a move on him. Got Sergio Perez, who just hit into one of the hat, and I think that was Tavi Magnussen as they lapped him, and Perez now got fun wind damage. He's trying to catch Stroll, and I think he didn't know that Tavi Magnussen was in head of Stroll, as Stroll moved, Magnussen appeared, and it just went the back of him, and that was bad move from Perez. I think the NG of his, did he tell him about it? I don't know, and I think Perez would be kicking himself in the shin for that, but it wasn't meant to happen. They put on a stop tyre, and he fouled out to point. It's just not what he wanted to happen at all. Gasly is now making a move on me in lap 35. Didn't do much of the defending today. Didn't want to look damage, and I don't know ERA anyway, so I thought, okay, let's just stay up ERA and use the slipstream to catch up, but I still knew the ERA anyway, because what do I have to do anyway? Going to the final, well, the finishing line actually, George Russell has crossed the line to win Mexico Grand Prix alongside in P2. Max Verstappen actually come back live, gone for P3 from P10, wasn't it, or P11, all the way up to the podium, and that definitely must have made him more harder than Lando Norris to beat him going to the next leg with this Brazil, and I think Brazil should be the final law for Lando Norris try to beat Max Verstappen. So wait to see what happens if he wins this one or not. Of course, this one Matt probably didn't, and I talked to the Philly P11, and I don't really try to pay that. I don't know why he done that. I think I might be trying to make it a brain fight against him, but I have no clue. Matt deserves love of the day for sure. Well done to Matt.
Here's the checkered flag. Here's our winner. By George, he's done it. Russell wins.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners.
To George Russell for winning the Mexico Grand Prix. So that I can't remember, I think about 2 or 3 weeks in about for the Mercedes this season alongside father he got his form back and finished at the podium. He had not done a good job at the last couple of races. No, he done a good job at this one, which is good for him. Matt, absolutely dominant comeback ride for him. He would even maybe be able to catch up the top 2 anyway, but of his ride he done, it actually made him harder for Lando to catch up. But Lando has been very unlucky, and I was saying still the pilot is also unlucky as well. He tried to score for the point, but hit the back of Kevin Magnussen and causing the front wing damage, and I got the second penalty and internal carcass issue that makes me go to P11, and I was a bit disappointed. I didn't want to go back to it, I wanted to go forward, but what can I say about it? It wasn't like where it was the worst race, it was just unfortunate for most drivers that slowed a little bit. Lando Norris, who got 98 points behind Max Verstappen, so looks like Matt could actually win going to the Brazil, and Albon, who's got some points today, got him up to 24 points, so that's pretty solid. That's about 94 points in the Williams, so that's pretty good. P6, fantastic result, not catching up to the Mercedes, who got 310 points, so that's too far away. So I'm like, right, I'm going to forget about catching the P5, so I went back to double check it now. Sergio Perez, who's in P7, has been slugging, so it shows of how much slugger he had this past season. He tried to, be the number 2, but instead he was driving like he was number 10. He couldn't quite, get himself up in the field, challenge Matt or anything like that. He, in fact, I don't think has won a race just yet. I checked that one out, but we like to see rivalry, to see in the back toy of a lot of rivalry system to land slow. It's just not what I want. But the waiting rivalry, I'm ahead to slow with this tour. So we got another TikTok meeting, and I know it's the Aston Martin, but I'm going to decline that anyway, because I'm wanting to stay with Williams next year. So thank you for watching, please like, subscribe to my video, do well, and peace out.